Hey everyone. Shit. I just realized I was actually on live. What's up everyone? Uh, Um sorry that took a second. I thought I was shit, just messing with everything. We're going over everything that I watched in 2023 for the first time probably. What's up Luke? What's up Jared? And what's up Fritzky? My boys. Ah, Fritzky, let me make you a moderator real quick, my boy. Um, just setting everything up. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, Goose? How's it going? Uh, um, if I can figure out how to add someone as a mod. Um, what's up, Reagan? How's it going, brother? Um, mods. Okay. Okay, Fritzky. Let me get you on here, bud. Um, got 4 out of 5 of my mods in the chat now. Sorry, hair flip. I just realized I did a really awkward hair flip. But yeah, what's up, everybody? So yeah, we're just getting set, going over the 100 movies I missed project that I did last year, and just in general movies that I watched for the first time last year. So if you guys want to join down in the comments, let me know what was your favorite movie that you watched for the first time last year, and also your least favorite movie that you watched last year. So yeah, let's get to the 100 movies I missed project. So this is an order of how I watched, as it says right there. Hold on, right there. Yeah, right there. Boom. Um, yeah. So, in order of how I watched, the first thing that I watched, in terms of the first time, this technically wasn't the first thing that I watched all year. I believe the first thing I watched was White Noise on Netflix, which wasn't an amazing movie by any means, but it was pretty good. Anyway, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. This movie is amazing. This was, I mean, the first movie for the project. Uh, we got 5 out of 5. So yeah, great start. Jared says I definitely failed on 100 movies. No worries, man. No worries. Um, this, by the way, I did complete this project back in September, I believe. We'll get to the final movie, so I'll figure out when I did that. But yeah, so Lord of the Rings, movie number 1 was a 5 out of 5. I loved this movie and the whole trilogy. I went back to rewatch at least the first two. Return of the King is not my favorite like it is for some people, but it is also I think it's probably my second favorite of the bunch behind Fellowship. I just love Fellowship a lot though. So yeah. Um, hold on, hold on. Just going through my mods real quick. Or hold on. Let me hold on. trying to figure this out. Pre-game. Okay. I don't know why I have that labeled as what it is, because I don't just use that for pre-game stuff. Content, definitely not that. Also, we are at 184 subscribers, by the way, guys. So that is awesome. Yeah, thank you guys a lot. It really means a lot. I cannot find where I need to put my stuff. View the channel. Got 6 people in here. How's it going, everybody? What's up, Eddie? How's it going, man? What is up, brother? Doing pretty good myself. Customize. There we go. I'm just stupid and can't read on here apparently. Edit that. Fly guy. Hi, are you Sigma? Probably not. Add you on here. May I add you on here, Goose on. Alright. Anyway. Let's move onwards. Alright, so we covered Lord of the Rings. Let me just see. Yeah, my audio's on here. Okay. What's up, Laren? Happy New Year. You too, man. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Thanks, man. I am Sigma. Awesome. 7 people in here. How's it going, guys? And thank you for hopping in here as always. So second movie I watched for the 100 Movies Project is Deepwater Horizon. Now this one, I'm struggling to remember everything that I put down for this one. Initially, I think I had this one I had this one at a 3.5 initially. I brought it down to a 3 out of 5. But yeah, this one was a pretty good one, honestly. It's not amazing, but it was pretty solid. I enjoyed it. Yeah. This one got a 3 out of 5. Eddie says some of my favorites first time watches were Fargo, Thelma and Louise, King of Comedy, and The Apartment. I watched Thelma and Louise this year. I believe this is on the list actually. Let me just check. I kind of wish I had this in alphabetical order, but I do not. I believe I had Thelma and Louise. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, Thelma and Louise is on here. I actually kind of want to change my poster for that one. Let's see. What poster should we do for this one? So there's the Criterion one. I kind of like that one right there, and also the one with the gun, or the pew pew. Sorry. Hey. Why are we timing out Fly Guy? Man, make a tier list video from Fly Guy. Yeah, don't worry about Fly Guy, man. Don't worry about Fly Guy. But yeah, which poster should I do, guys? This one, I like quite a few of these, so I'm thinking the Criterion one, like this one with the pew pew on it, and then this one I kind of like as well. Make a tier list video. Okay, if I remember right, I've done 2, I believe. But we can do some tier lists once we're done on here, just doing like a Q&A and a tier list sort of thing. I'm gonna just go with that one. Honestly, I kind of actually no, not this list only. I like that one. Anyway, moving onwards, we have back to the top. Okay, The Hateful Eight. This was oh, that was a close one. Okay, bro. The Fly Guy. That's Finn, right? Yeah, I believe that's Finn. Okay, so anyway, Hateful Eight. This one was one of the few Quentin Tarantino movies that I watched, and I did watch the extended cut miniseries. Um, that is a good one for sure. I really like that one. It's not my favorite Tarantino by any means, but it's also kind of hard to um, beat. Frisky would be proud of this one, but Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill for me, and also what else? Inglourious Bastards. Okay, you're on thin ice, pal. Oh boy. But yeah, Hateful Eight, great movie. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, my number 4. This one, I've gotten some, you know, not crap for, but some comments towards me for having this one at such a high rating. This one was at a 4, was at a 5 out of 5 for a little while, but it's not anymore. But I still think that this one is actually a very, very good movie, great movie, honestly. Wes Anderson's sense of humor is um, very dry, and I like it. But also, just the fact that this movie is like one of the most dry of his, and it's like also some of his jokes that he gives in it are not the most dry at the same time. So it's kind of like a lot of his jokes are like made for me and also not made for me, but I do really appreciate the ones that aren't. So yeah, I do really enjoy this movie. Yeah, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou at a 4.5 out of 5. That was number 4. Number 5, The Royal Tenenbaums. Oh, geez, this is on a string of movies that I'm gonna get crap for. All right, Royal Tenenbaums. I enjoyed. I didn't love, but I really liked. So this one is not my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Like I know a lot of people have it, but yeah. So it was good. Um, not my favorite, but it was good. I'm struggling to remember what happened in it honestly, but I do want to rewatch it. Boogie Nights. Oh boy. Uh, yeah. This one's an interesting one for sure. Okay. Yeah, this one's an interesting one for sure. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, Boogie Nights, interesting movie. If you can't see the poster, yeah, that it's kind of hard to talk about this one online, specifically on YouTube because of restrictions and everything. Um, but yeah, very interesting movie. 3.5 out of 5. That was my number 6, I believe. Yeah, number 6. Oh, Moneyball. A lot of people love Moneyball, and I didn't, unfortunately. Um, yeah, this one just didn't really work for me that well. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't work. It just kind of bored me a lot. Uh, yeah, baseball movie that baseball really was not the forefront of it. It was weird. Um, Paranorman. This technically is not a movie that I missed. I've kind of seen it before, but only like in chunks. So I did include it because I didn't watch it all the way through until just this year. So yeah, Paranorman is a banger. I really enjoyed this one. That one gets a 4.5 out of 5. This was the first of 2 Leica movies that I saw this year. So yeah. Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This one I actually really enjoyed. Running out of words to talk about these movies with. Yeah, I really liked Three Billboards. I don't remember. Did this one win Best Picture or was it another movie that did? I don't that year, 2017. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Best Picture 2018. That would be 2018 Oscars. My computer is running very slowly. Great. Anyways, it's trying to load again. Okay. Anyways, let's just wait for that to pop up, I guess. Anyways, True Lies. This one was at a 5 out of 5, but I brought it down. Just like Life Aquatic. This one I really enjoyed the first time I saw it, but then thinking about it, I kind of just brought it down because the ending gets really cheesy with the jetpack and everything. It's like very strange what they decided to do with that one by the end, but yeah. Groundhog Day. This was, I mean, a first time watch, a classic movie from what I heard, but I surprisingly had never seen this movie before. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So this was one that I'd never seen before, surprisingly. And I ended up actually like really loving it. Yeah, great film. Really liked it. Almost Famous. Yeah, a great film. 4.5 out of 5. A lot of these just a big string of 4.5 out of 5. Look at that. A lot of these fucking movies. What's up, Filminator? Happy New Year, he says. Are you looking forward to The Abyss and True Lies going to Blu-ray and 4K? Yes, I am. I heard someone say that they were getting like put on hold for a little while. But yes, I am looking forward to them, even though I've heard that apparently the True Lies transfer looks like garbage, or is going to look like garbage. I don't know. But yeah, I've heard the Abyss transfer looks amazing from the people who saw it on the big screen. I love the Abyss, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, big string of movies right here that I absolutely love. So yeah, Almost Famous. This was another fantastic movie. One of my friends' dad, I think my friend's dad recommended this one to me or something like that. This was a great movie. Loved it. Coraline. I don't even know where we're at this point. So 5. No. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? Is that right? Let me check my review. Is this 13? 13, yeah. Okay, 13. My math was correct. Okay. Coraline. Amazing horror animated movie. Technically a horror movie, yes. Is it like absolutely terrifying? No. It's not, it's not that terrifying. But it is a great film. I loved it. Yeah. I know some people don't absolutely love it, but I really did. Not overrated in the slightest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This one was an interesting one to say the least. Definitely not amazing. I thought it had some pretty like dull moments, but other than that, I ended up really liking the movie. It was very good. Classic for sure. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. This is a great film. I really enjoyed this one. This one is who directed this one? Let me see here. George Roy Hill. Okay. Paul Newman, Robert Redford. Not their only team up, obviously, but yeah, this was a fantastic one. Not much else I think needs to be said. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So this one was number 16 for the project. This one I think is pretty overrated, honestly. I did really enjoy it though. Very interesting. Just some parts that kind of just turned me off a little bit. That I don't know. Some of the acting's a little strange too, but you know, other than that, I really liked it. Lake Mungo. Now I watched this movie on a Sunday afternoon, and I found it to be extremely creepy. Uh, haven't watched it at night yet, and with the lights out and everything, but I don't know whenever I will because I need to find someone to show this to before I do that. Um, so yeah, I really really like this movie. It creeped me out a lot. So yeah, even on a Sunday afternoon where you know I knew nothing would come out and get me, but yeah, it was still extremely extremely creepy. Loved it. Bubba Hotep. This one, I know Luke really loves this one. Luke Ponto. I know he really likes this one. It's I mean it's not like the best thing I've seen ever, but yeah, I still really enjoy it. It's great. Oblivion. This one is a pretty cool movie. Tom Cruise is good in it. I believe this one's a Christopher McQuarrie. Oh, Joseph Kosinski movie. Okay. Um, God dang, this thing still hasn't loaded. What the heck? Yeah. So Joseph Kosinski and Tom Cruise team up. 1 second, everybody. Okay, hopefully we're good. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Best Picture 2018 was The Shape of Water. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't um Three Billboards. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't Three Billboards. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, Oblivion, pretty cool movie. I liked it. Yeah, nothing much else to be said. Glass, the round off of the um Eastrail 177 trilogy or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Eastrail something something trilogy. Anyway, it was cool. Yeah, I like it. I had this one higher when I initially watched it, but yeah, I still really like it as time's gone on. One that's kind of improved a little bit, like as time's gone on for me, is The Abyss. The I believe this was the last James Cameron movie that I needed to watch, and I really liked it. Yeah, very very cool movie. It's like Arrival before Arrival was a thing, and honestly, I do like this more than Arrival. Hot take, I know, but James Cameron is the top dog. I watched this on a really crappy DVD, um, but yeah, I cannot wait for that 4K, like Filminator said. Um, yeah, we have Duel, Steven Spielberg's first movie, and I did watch this, and it's kind of remake later this year, but later this past year, but yeah, Duel was a cool movie. I really enjoyed it. It's not fantastic or anything. What the hell? It's not fantastic or anything. All right, sorry, my internet just bugged out for a second. Sorry, I'm keeping track of shit on my phone, and it just kind of bugged out. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Duel, cool movie. Spielberg's first film. It's a really good one for sure. I liked it a lot. The Visit. This was one of the only Shyamalan movies I hadn't seen. This might have been the last one I needed to watch. But I did see it. Pretty cool movie. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. Road Trip. This was a great comedy. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Very, very funny. One of my friends, one of my close friends actually recommended it, and I had a great time with it. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Probably isn't like that high of a movie, but yeah. Anyway, Before Sunrise. This was a fantastic movie. I don't know why I have Road Trip at the same score as Before Sunrise, but yeah, 4 out of 5 for that one, I guess. So yeah, Before Sunrise, 4.5 out of 5. Love it. Amazing film. I need to get the trilogy set on Criterion for sure. So yeah, loved it. Borat subsequent movie film. Oh, freaking Borat. Have y'all seen the dude on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram? I think his name is like Bossnov or something like that. He does like the Borat impression on Omegle and stuff like that, where he's like talking to people looking like Borat. Have you guys seen that? Because I love those videos, and it just reminds me how much I love freaking Borat. But yeah, Borat 2, not as good as the first one. I mean, the first one's a classic. It's one of the few comedies that I think are truly like worth a 5 out of 5 because of just the credit alone, like just because of like the work alone that was put into it. I own the movie for Christ's sakes. It's awesome. I love Borat. The first one, love it. Second one, there's some things that kind of just like ride the line a little bit. It's a little bit maybe edgier, I guess is the way to put it. But yeah, this one goes a little bit over the line some spots. Uh, it's not quite as funny as the first one. I didn't think that the girl was, as funny to go along with Borat. But yeah, I still really enjoy the film. The movie film, I mean. Sorry. The subsequent movie film. Zodiac. This was one of David Fincher's movies, or is one of David Fincher's movies. And I hadn't seen this one. I knew little to nothing about the Zodiac Killer. I don't know how many more Fincher movies I need to watch, but I did see this one, The Game, which I believe we'll talk about a little bit later, and then The Killer this year, or last year, I mean. um, Let me just check. Shit. Curious to see. Okay, so I need to watch Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Benjamin Button, Panic Room, and Mank. Okay. I do own Panic Room and Benjamin Button, and then Mank's on Netflix, so yeah. That should be easy. Anyway, yeah, Zodiac. I love Zodiac. Zodiac, top 4 Fincher for sure. I'd have to go back and forth between that and Gone Girl for the third place, but I really really like Zodiac. Very cool movie, very well made. I ended up seeing this one in a 4:3 ratio too because I had like a full screen DVD copy of it. Maybe not the most ideal way to watch a movie, but honestly, it kind of worked for the movie. I will say, it was weird. What's up, Toby? Dark Movies. What's up, man? Good to see you in here. Happy New Year. It's time is it for you, man? It's like what 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that for you, man. Shoot, it's a trooper. Yeah, Zodiac was awesome. The Godfather Part 2. So I I watched the first Godfather years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I really dug it. And then the Godfather 2, I just watched this year or this past year. Still think it's 2023. Sorry. Um, it's fantastic. I think part two is might honestly be better than the first one. I don't know. I really liked it. 130. Damn, dude. Uh, dang, man. You are such a trooper, dude. Seriously. Uh, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I watched after that one. Where are we at in here, man? We're at number 29 and on March 19th. Whew. Okay. If I remember right, 2022, I ended up getting through like half of the list by that point. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, March 19th of last year, I was at number 29 on the list. So, it's still kind of impressive, honestly. I'm kind of surprised I got that much done. But yeah, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, great movie. Absolutely love it. 4.5 out of 5. I just think that the third act goes a little off the rails, loses me a little bit, but yeah, other than that, I think it's awesome. Catch Me If You Can, one of Spielberg's movies that I hadn't seen. I really enjoyed it. Very, very cool movie. 4.5 out of 5. Ocean's 11. This one, it's been a while. Or actually, no, it hadn't been a while. I had 2 right there. But yeah, 5 out of 5 for Ocean's 11. I loved it. Ocean's 11 was a very, very cool movie. 4.5 out of 5 stars to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. This is one of the comedies that I've gone back to the most this year, I believe. Yeah, 3 times I went back to it this year. So yeah, it's not like an amazing movie or anything, but yeah, it's a cool movie. Really liked it. Very funny, very dark movie. Um, Haha, spending the time well. Begin school again on Wednesday, so I'm spending the last time I can be up this late. At least, okay, yeah, I get that. Um, well, I believe I go back next Monday, so a week from today. So yeah, um, yeah. Enjoy your last couple days off. Yeah. So, um, Lawless. This is a really cool movie. I definitely enjoyed this one. Very, very fun movie. Little western. I believe we're at what 33. Okay, we're at 33. So I'll pause when we get to 40, and you guys can like throw some questions down. I'm gonna um edit some stuff real quick, and then yeah, we'll get back to this list. Um, and yeah, feel free to ask some questions if you want to, Toby, and whoever else is in the chat. Um, yeah, Lawless, very cool little western. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, enough said. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. This was such a weird movie, man. Like it just kind of like fires through a bunch of little subplots like within the 2 hour runtime or something like that. It was such a strange movie, but I dug it. 3 out of 5. What's up, Jason? How's it going, man? I'm doing well. How about you, man? You know, it's Happy New Year. 2024 is here. Let's freaking go. Hope for a good year. Started off this year strong already because well, it was technically this morning, but uh, what was it? Like 2 o'clock this morning or something like that. I was playing Resident Evil with one of my friends and beat one of the boss fights that I was trying to beat for like over a year. So just watched The Ton to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. Okay. Cool, man. Happy New Year. Thanks, man. And Toby's talking to Jason. All right. City Slickers with Billy Crystal. Who else was in this one? Um, Daniel Stern. So I believe that is Oh, what's his name? Yeah, Marv. So this one probably probably has my favorite movie animal, honestly. Uh, I have not watched that one, Jason. The Ton to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. I've never actually heard of that one. What Resident Evil game did I play? I was playing the original Resident Evil 4. I've played a little bit of the remake, and the remake might be my favorite game of all time. I mean, I love the first Resident Evil 4. The main way I've played it is actually in VR, so it was in first person instead of third, but it would go between first and third because, like when you're meleeing, like when you're like melee hit one of the dudes, it'll like go on to third. Um, really want to play 8 and 4. Actually, I played 8 today. One of my friends guided me through it. We speed ran it. That is a cool game. I really dug it. I haven't played 7. But yeah, I really enjoy 8. Not Resident Evil 4, but you know, it's nothing compared to Resident Evil 4, but I really love Resident Evil 4 a lot. I'm gonna say my fave game of all time is God of War 2018. I've actually never played God of War. I've never played God of War before. Can you believe that? I have a PS3. I never had a PS4, and I'm planning on getting a PS5. So then hopefully I can get to playing that. And I've also never played The Last of Us or Spider-Man 1 and 2, believe it or not. Um, Preparing my next video might take a bit of time. Nice, Jason. It's been my number one for like 1 to 2 years. Nice, man. Hey, I'll have to play that one soon. I haven't played that or Ragnarok, so I need to get around to those. And yeah, so I was playing Resident Evil 4 and Village today. So yeah, those are really cool games. Anyways, so City Slickers probably has my favorite movie animal of all time in it. I don't remember the animal's name, but I think I had it in here. Norman, the horse, I believe. I believe he was a horse. Best cow. He was a cow. Okay, he's a little cow. Have to play Resident Evil 4. Gotta play God of War. Yeah, I know, man. Jason, yeah, definitely check out Resident Evil 4, dude. Ragnarok's fantastic. Still on box. um, Still need to finish Spider-Man 2. I didn't pay $300 for nothing. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Um, Let me hold on. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. So City Slickers' favorite movie animal of all time is Norman the cow in this movie. Man, he's adorable. Um, Little baby cow. He's awesome. Anyway, Belly. I watched this one with my buddy Luke. He was in the chat earlier. I don't know where he's at now, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I watched this with Luke. Really, we both really enjoyed this one when we first watched it. It's gone down a little bit for me because I think it's a little bit more like style over substance. But yeah, got the collector's edition, so $300. Jeez, dude. Figures right next to me. It's sick. That's awesome, man. But yeah, this one, Belly's a little bit like style style over substance. Spoiler Kings, what's up, man? I'm guessing it's Tank running this one, or is it yeah, what's up, man? Um yeah, Tank, Brandon, and Brian, what's up, man? What's up, guys? Ah, yeah, your guys' channel's awesome, man. So yeah, Belly, cool movie. Very visually pleasing, I will say. The 4K for this one is stunning, man. Yeah. Then I checked out In Bruges, the who was this one? Martin McDonagh movie. Okay, so I was on a little bit of a Martin McDonagh kick. It's Tank. Awesome, man. What's up, man? Yeah, Martin McDonagh. I was on a little bit of a kick from him this year, so I checked out Banshees of Inisherin. Loved this movie. Three Billboards. love it as well. In Bruges, also love it. All three 4 out of 5s, 4.5 out of 5s. I mean, yeah, they're awesome movies. The Raid, love this movie. This might be, at least in my top 10 of the movies that I watched in this. I believe in like my top 10 or so, because I did watch a ton of like really really great movies in this challenge, but that is one of my favorites for sure because whew, this was a crazy one, man. It's a very very stylish little action movie, Indonesian action movie, I believe. Yeah, very very cool movie. Gareth Evans, I believe. Okay, so yeah, he did VHS 2. He did a short for that. Which one did he do for that? I don't remember. Gareth Edwards or not Gareth Edwards, Gareth Evans. He was the director for what? um Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Gareth Edward. Nope. Evans. Oof. Okay, Gareth Evans. VHS short. Safe Haven. Oh, okay, so this is the one I wasn't too fond of. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. VHS 2. Not my favorite movie. Definitely not. Yeah. I don't really like that one. Yeah. So I love the Raid. Raid was awesome. Mean Creek. Whew. Dark. Dark to say the least. Mean Creek. Mean is definitely worth the title. It's definitely worthy of being in the title. Josh Peck from Drake and Josh is definitely not. Josh and Drake and Josh. He's like complete opposite of what he is in Drake and Josh, man. Whew. Yeah. I really really liked Mean Creek though. That was a crazy dark movie. I enjoyed it. No pun intended because we got Toby in here. But yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I believe I watched this one like right at the okay, so yeah, it was right at the beginning of May. So it was like 1 or 2 weeks before school let out for me. So yeah, this was a fun one. I started my little Pirates binge like right at the beginning of summer. So about to rewatch Kong Skull Island. Brother hasn't seen it and really wants to watch Godzilla X Kong. Okay. Kong Skull Island is actually probably my favorite of the MonsterVerse movies. Godzilla vs Kong is a little underwhelming. The first one, at least. I don't know about the new one coming up, but yeah, the new one looks kind of fun. I will say. Yeah, Dead Man's Chest, pretty fun. So yeah, Mike, I'm gonna lurk for a little bit, to have your stream up, but yeah, I'm watching a movie. Okay, yeah, no problem, man. But yeah, Dead Man's Chest, a lot of fun. I really enjoy this franchise. Um, very cool movies. The first one, still probably my favorite. The second one amps the cheese up, I will say. So it's not like the absolute best one of this series, but I do really, really enjoy it still. Probably my second favorite, I'll say. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for that one. Actually, I love this movie. The first two of these movies are like core movies to me, man. Like I don't know what about it just like kicked the nostalgia gear in my brain, so I was like, love it. Sex Drive. Oh man. This one was a comedy that was hyped up to me a little bit by Luke, and I really, really dug it. Fun movie, very funny. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. 3.5 out of 5. Copycat. This one was also recommended to me by Luke. I definitely really enjoyed it. This one was on Hulu. I believe it might still be on Hulu actually. And this was a really really cool little um what's the word? Like a really cool little serial killer movie. And it basically just like follows a killer who's like taking inspiration from other serial killers. Sorry, I'm just thinking of words to talk about this with. But yeah, where are we at? Number 42. Okay. So got a little bit to go yet. So yeah, Copycat, cool movie. The Fan, really, really, really enjoyed this one actually. This one it's a sports movie, but also a very cool little crime thriller. Basically, like like a an obsession movie, like an obsession thriller, but mixed with like a baseball sort of movie. So it's Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. Check this one out on Hulu as well. Really, really dug it. Kong Skull Island is my favorite MonsterVerse. Yeah, yeah, really enjoyed that one, Jason. I was gonna say love it, but I really don't love any of the MonsterVerse movies. I think they're all, like pretty good in their own right. So yeah, The Fan, really enjoyed it. So Robert De Niro basically is like really obsessed with Wesley Snipes. He's a like a really popular baseball player, I believe for the Mets. Could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah. Really 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 enjoyed that one. Titan AE. This one is actually kind of hard one to talk about because it's just kind of like one of these big flops of a movie. Very famous for just like flopping hard at the box office. Um, it's kind of like Treasure Planet. If y'all have seen that one, mixed with Star Wars. It's a pretty cool little movie. It's got a pretty neat soundtrack. Um, it had a big budget. It was from Don Bluth, which is actually a really famous animated movie director. So I enjoyed it. Pretty cool movie. Didn't deserve to outright flop or anything because it's a pretty cool movie. But honestly, it's just like a movie that kind of failed to reach its audience because it was trying to reach like the older demographic of like kids, like like 12 to 15-year olds or something like that. And at that age, you're trying to be like rebellious and stuff like that. You don't want to watch animated movies because you're not a little kid anymore and whatever. So it kind of doesn't really work for its target audience, but whatever. That's really just why it bombed. But yeah, I think the movie is pretty solid. Didn't really deserve to bomb, but yeah, pretty cool little animated movie. And then I continued on with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Watched At World's End. Um, some people say this one's their favorite of the bunch, and honestly, it's just really, really long to me, and it gets pretty weird in segments. But other than that, very cool movie. There's quite a bit of Johnny Depp in this one, but not as much as on Stranger Tides, which we'll get to, and I will say that I'm a defender of that movie. But regardless, really, really like At World's End, 4 out of 5. Chicago. Okay, look. I used to be a pretty big theater kid. Really big into like theater and musicals, everything. This unfortunately just didn't really work. I really wanted to watch it because in band we played this like a compilation of the songs from this movie, this movie's soundtrack, and I really like the music. I think the music is pretty cool. Cinematography is pretty cool. The performances are okay. It's just the writing and the story that or very off kilter to me, I guess. This didn't really work for me. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5, unfortunately. Ghost in the Shell. I dug it. It was pretty cool. Um, a little short. I think could have used a little bit more time to like expand like the lore of it a little bit. I watched this one on stream too, so it probably could have used a rewatch for me to like not like keep from being distracted and whatnot. But it was still pretty cool. I liked it. Moonlight. This one won Best Picture over La La Land, which is extremely surprising to me because I didn't think a movie like this would beat out something as popular as La La Land. And honestly, I still prefer La La Land to this movie, but whatever. Personal opinions aside, cool movie. Glad it won, but nothing I ever want to rewatch. But yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Count of Monte Cristo. This was, I believe, one of Henry Cavill's first movies. Yeah, Jim Caviezel, Henry Cavill. Yep, he's in this one. So it's a pretty cool little thriller from the early 2000s. Pretty underrated or underwatched, I should say, not underrated, but yeah, it's a cool one. 3.5 out of 5. I liked it. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. This one, I will defend. I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets. Gonna be honest. So, yeah, I'm gonna pause after this one because we're at number 50, so we're halfway through. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, number 4 out of 5 of these. So, I dug it. I know a lot of people really don't care for this one for some reason. To me, I think that Johnny Depp is the highlight of the series, and a lot of people were complaining that there was too much of him in this movie. I don't know why, because I think he's the best part of the series, but whatever. And I know a lot of people absolutely hate Blackbeard. I think that he was a cool villain. I don't care what anyone says. Ian McShane, awesome actor. Glad he got the performance of him. So for Blackbeard, very cool movie. I dug it. So yeah, number 50 out of 100 right there. So yeah, let's take a break. Fire away some questions, everybody. Yeah, if y'all want to, just edit some stuff real quick. Fire away. Yeah, just take a break for just a couple minutes here. What is something that you want for your channel this year? Like in terms of a goal, or like to like improve on, or like um like what's that? What exactly are you asking? What is an anime movie that you never get enough that you never get enough while watching? Um, I'd say probably Princess Mononoke. That one, I don't get the love for it. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's pretty cool. Uh, Pretty cool movie. I like it. Um, Anime movie. Yeah. That one, and I'd say probably also Born in the Heron. I just watched that one this year. Or this past year, like this past week actually, in theaters. That was a pretty good movie. Nothing more, nothing less. It can be both goals or improvement. Okay. Um, Improvement. Let me see. I'll just do one of both. All right, both. So goals, I'd like to hit 300. That's my ideal goal to hit for the channel. Try to hit, like 3 to 5 videos a month. I want to try and do that, because let me just check my channel. How many videos did we get this past month here? So, Godzilla. Okay, so we had, what was it? Four videos this past month? Let me just check here. When did I drop my
So Expendables 4.
This was November 22nd. Okay, so Love Mononoke. Boy and the Heron was an interesting movie, but yeah, I'm a bit conflicted about it. Yeah, I'm very conflicted on Boy and the Heron, unfortunately, but I did enjoy it. And Mononoke, I completely get why someone would love it. I just personally don't. So yeah, I hit 4 videos on the channel. So I did Godzilla -1, my November wrap up video, which had little to no editing in it, but whatever. I might honestly stop doing the wrap up videos, just because like they're very painstakingly long editing editorials. So yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing that I kind of want to stop doing, is just relying on my wrap up videos to, really get everything out, because I feel like those kinds of videos are just like the worst to make, because there's so much editing, and it's like I hate doing it. But I don't hate making them, even though they are kind of cool results. It's just they don't really get like the traction that I'm hoping for to kick off the new year. But yeah, anyway, cool. How would you rank Neil Blomkamp's 4 movies after watching Gran Turismo? Okay, so technically he has 5. So District 9, Elysium, Chappie, Demonic, which I believe came out in like 2020, could be wrong, and then Gran Turismo. So I'd say probably my favorite. I'm gonna go. My favorite probably is District 9. I love that movie. Very, very neat little movie. And then Gran Turismo, very close runner up. Love Gran Turismo. And then probably Elysium, 3rd place. And then my least favorite, or no, 4th favorite, Chappie. Did I watch Demonic? I feel like I might have, but I don't remember. Demonic. If I did, it was not great. Oh yeah, I did apparently watch it, and I gave it a 1 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no one watched Demonic, but that is a Neil Blomkamp movie. And it's not very good. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not very good. Yeah. I'll take a couple more questions, then we'll get back to it. Yeah, just fire a couple more questions in if y'all want to, if y'all want me to answer them. But yeah, that my favorite Blomkamp movie is probably District 9. Either that or Gran Turismo. I think the only one of his movies that I've actually seen twice is Gran Turismo, though. But yeah, I think might just go ahead and continue here. First movie you watched in 2023 and the last one. Let me actually pull that up here on Letterboxd. Because I have the stats and everything. My stats. Okay. First one. I don't remember what my first one was. Last movie I watched in 2023 was Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah. Let's see here. If this wants to show that. For Jason, he said it was Megan was the first and last was Last Night with Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Those are good movies. I enjoy Megan. The Covenant, I'm not huge. Actually, no. I enjoy the Meg, or not the Meg. Megan. I enjoy Megan. And I really, really like The Covenant. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. I didn't go to 2023. I should probably share this on Twitter. First, technically, it was Back to the Future, but I was watching it leading into the new year, so I just didn't change the time spot. What was my second one then? If I remember right, it was probably I believe if I remember right, it was White Noise from Noah Baumbach. Yeah, I believe. Oh, let me just check here. Skip around a little bit. Looking at my diary entries. 7. It's just August. All right, June, and then May, April. January. Okay. Yeah, my first technical watch was White Noise. Okay, back to the list we go. There we go. Okay, so we left off on Stranger Tides. So, the Italian Job from Mark Wahlberg, or it's Mark Wahlberg. It's whatever the remake is. Yeah. Yeah. So the remake. I don't know who directed it though. Yeah, F. Gary Gray. Okay. I really like F. Gary Gray as a director. We'll talk about a sequel to one of his movies. Yeah. And he also did one of the Fast and Furious movies. I believe it was number 8. Could be wrong. Yeah. So I enjoyed Italian Job. Pretty cool movie. I need to watch the original though. The original one is still on my watch list though. Major League. 4 out of 5, or actually 3.5 out of 5 for Italian Job. 4 out of 5 for Major League. I thoroughly enjoyed Major League. Very quotable, funny movie. My old gym teacher dressed up as Charlie Sheen's character for Halloween. So yeah, that was actually kind of fun. But very quotable little movie. I actually really want to rewatch this one now. Cool movie. Shooter, the Mark Wahlberg action movie. 3.5 out of 5. Very, very fun movie. I had this one out of 4, brought it down to a 3.5, just because technically it's not like the best movie ever, but I still really enjoyed the movie though. I think it's a pretty cool movie. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Lawrence of Arabia, not amazing by any means, but it was cool. I thought, as a technical standpoint for a movie in like the 60s, it's amazing. it's just not really for me. Not a very rewatchable movie either. It's about 3.5 hours long. Cool story, but yeah, not necessarily for me. But it was good. Uh, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. 2.5 out of 5. This was the last of the Pirates movies that I needed to watch, and I mean, this is the fifth one, so yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, it was fine. Um, it was fine. It's forgettable. Has probably the worst villain of the series. It's my least favorite one. Um, yeah, I don't know. The characters in it irritated me a lot more than the other ones. So I mean, kind of granted that it would give my least favorite of the bunch. So yeah, because the characters were what kind of made the other movies for me. So yeah. Then I did a double billing of the Equalizer duology. At the time, it was the duology because now we have a trilogy. And I have so I have the first one over here, I believe. I do not. I'm a liar, guys. I'm a liar. Anyway, yeah. So I have the first one somewhere around here, and I also have the second one. And then the third one I should have right here. Boom. Got my copy of it that I got for Christmas. Boom. Need to do my little video wrap up for December. Anyway, yeah. Equalizer 1 was awesome. 4 out of 5. Really, really dug it. Equalizer 2, at the time that I first watched it, I gave it a 3.5, but I brought my score up to I gave it a 3 when I first watched it. Second time around, I gave it a 3.5. It was pretty cool. I liked that one. The only problem is that it's kind of hard to follow because for some reason they just left out the subtitles for when there was foreign language stuff. I don't really know why they did that, but yeah, it was pretty good. 3.5. Patriots Day. The Mark Wahlberg, Peter Berg, I believe this is Peter Berg. Yeah, Peter Berg. Action joint. Yeah, it's good. I liked it a lot. Kind of overrated, but I dug it. It was good. I liked it. Good old Mark Wahlberg thriller. I liked it. 3.5 out of 5. Me, Myself, and Irene. I watched this one with my buddy Shane. Very fun little Jim Carrey comedy. Nothing more, nothing less. 3 out of 5. I dug it. It was funny. The the sons in the movie were kind of hilarious. It was like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, like the chipmunks. It was goofy. I dug it. Role models. The who's in this one? Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott comedy. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite comedies. I really enjoyed this one. It's really funny. Provided a lot of laughs. I dug it. Drop Dead Fred. This one was one that my mom recommended. It's kind of cute. I liked it. Yeah, it was what it is what it is. It's just kind of like a charming little kids imaginary friend type story. I kind of liked it. It was pretty cute. 3 out of 5. Ted 2, 2.5 out of 5. Honestly, just kind of a disappointment. Might be my biggest disappointment on the list because I really enjoy the first Ted. I hadn't heard the best things about this one, but I still wanted to check it out because it's Ted. They got the TV show coming out in a week or something like that. For this one, actually, time of speaking this one. So it's just, time of speaking, it's coming out in a week. So yeah, Ted 2, it's okay. It's whatever. The beginning, first half hour, was actually really really funny. really enjoyed it. And then it just went into a whole nother story and then just kind of repeated itself from the first movie after the longest time. And I just didn't really like that. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5. It's fine. Um, I just wish that the first 30 minutes were like the entire movie. Other than that, if it was that, then it would probably be right up there with Ted, the first one. Um, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. Extraction, the first one. This was at the time that the second movie dropped on Netflix, so I wanted to watch this first one, and I was having Netflix problems because they had the password sharing thing go down, and I didn't have my own Netflix account, so I was using like my aunt's or something like that. So I had to watch this one on my phone and on my Oculus VR. And then for some reason they started considering the Oculus a not mobile device, which is stupid, but you know, whatever. um, so I mean, it was it was a good movie. I liked this first one. It was actually really solid. Um, action in terms of being an action movie, it's actually like fantastic what they were able to pull off. Like, you know, Sam Hargrave, very good director. I think he should be the dude who's doing Batman Brave and the Bold or whatever for the James Gunn universe. Have someone else write it though, because whoever his writing team is, I believe it's actually the Russo bros that wrote these two movies. Um, but yeah, they need to up their game on the writing, man, because Russo bros have gone way downhill since their Marvel days. Anyway, the first Extraction I really enjoyed. Second one I liked a good bit more actually. It's not amazing. Both of them aren't amazing. Like they have their issues. The writing is pretty sloppy, and the story is very, you know, very very cliche for like an action thriller. Um, but yeah, I liked it. About Time, we are at 64. Okay, so About Time, number 64. I like this one a lot, actually. I love this one. Very fun story. I I actually really love this one. This one was my number one like first time watch for a little while. It went down a little bit. I think there was some that I liked watching a little bit more than this one, but I ended up really loving it. Um, Sorry about that. I'm texting someone. Yeah. Anyway. Um. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah. About Time. Love this movie a lot. Fantastic movie. Um. Interview with the Vampire. This one was hyped up to me for a long time actually. And did I? Oh no. Okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. Anyway. Yeah. Interview with the Vampire. This one was hyped up to me for a very long time. Tom Cruise is in it. I believe Brad Pitt is also in it. They're the two vampires, I believe. Anyway, yeah, they're both in it. Who else was in it? Antonio Banderas, Kirsten Dunst was like the top performer out of the bunch too, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for that one. I dug it. It was pretty good. The Kid, the Charlie Chaplin flick. This was my first Chaplin movie, and I loved it. What is it? 50 minutes or something like that. 68 minutes. So like not even an hour 10. It was great. I loved it. Um Nothing much else to be said. I love The Kid. Fantastic, fantastic little short movie, silent film. Charlie Chaplin from the 1920s. So I believe this is the oldest movie I've ever seen. But yeah, I loved it. I love it. 4.5 out of 5. Insidious Chapter 2. So I had seen the first one prior to this past year, but I rewatched it because the fifth movie was coming out, and I was like, I'll give these another shot, I guess, because a lot of people are really hyping these up. I guess I can give this first one another shot, and I actually really enjoyed it. Um, Second time around, I dug it. I believe I have my copy of it up here somewhere, but yeah. Um, and then I watched chapter two, and it wasn't nearly as good as the first one. I mean, obviously, but it honestly, I think it's a pretty decent follow up to the first one. It just didn't really, capture the spark and energy that I loved out of the first one. It, I don't know. It was still good though. So a 3 out of 5. Yeah, we'll talk about some of the other ones though later. I don't know if I have. I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more on here yet. So one more of these on here yet. So yeah, 3 out of 5. I liked it. Nothing more, nothing less. I believe this was like 66, 67. Okay. Um. So yeah, I dug it. Boyhood. I loved this movie. I believe I had it at like a 4 out of 5 for a second, and then I bumped it up to a 4.5 because this movie is fantastic. Probably my favorite Linklater movie, either this one or Dazed and Confused or Before Sunrise. God dang it. Okay, I did end up watching quite a few Linklater movies this year. So I saw School of Rock, Boyhood, Before Sunrise, and then I'd already seen Dazed and Confused. I own Before Sunset, but on like an old DVD copy. I think I got from like a Goodwill or something like that. And then I need to get Before Midnight or find a way to watch it. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, Boyhood, arguably my favorite Linklater movie. Either this one or um, Ah, I can't say which one's my favorite. God dang it. There's so many good ones, man. Uh, so yeah, I love Boyhood. Fantastic movie. 4.5 out of 5. Closer to a 5 than a 4. Loved it. Love it. Fistful of Dollars. This was the first of the Man with No Name trilogy, the Dollars trilogy, whatever you want to call it. From Clint Eastwood, spaghetti westerns. This was one of my first like spaghetti westerns that I actually like sat down and watched from start to finish. I love this one. Sergio Leone might have been my first Leone movie actually. Yeah. I own Once Upon a Time in the West, and then I also own a few dollars more in um, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Wow, I was up like on that. Yeah. Great movie though. Fistful of Dollars was awesome. Very very cool action sequences. Um, just really really dug the movie in general. Project Almanac. I kind of dug it. It was what it was. It was pretty cool. It's like a little time travel movie. Um, it wasn't like anything like too like painstakingly to like average to get through. The ending kind of gets a little emotional, and I really like the ending. There's just like certain things that you have to like remember from like the beginning to get the ending and whatever. It's like it's pretty well written, I will say. Um, just not like the best like time travel movie in the world, not best movie in general, but it was good. I enjoyed it. 3 out of 5. Let Me In. Now I did a goofy mistake. Not really a mistake, but I did a goofball move, and I watched the remake. This is the remake of Let the Right One In, right? So I watched the remake before I watched the original, which is stupid. Don't ever do that. Um, but I did end up watching this remake before I watched the original, which I still have not seen the original yet, by the way. And I thought it was, it was good. I really liked it. I have it somewhere. Yeah, right here. Boom. Let Me In. I like it. Very, very good. I heard it's not nearly as dark as the original though. Let the Right One In. So I do want to check out Let the Right One In for sure. Um, it's not on any streaming services that I have, I believe, and I don't really want to rent it. So yeah, for whatever reason, I just don't want to. I don't want to rent it, but let me just check. I don't believe it's on any streaming services that I have. Right One In, 2008. I thought this one was older. Oh, it's on Peacock. All right, gonna be watching that one probably like this week. Good to know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let me in. 4 out of 5. I really dug it. Super, the James Gunn film. I like this one. It's pretty vulgar, pretty dark. Um, yeah. Rainn Wilson is the main dude in it. Is pretty gruesome. Some of the gore in it, nasty movie. I believe this was the last James Gunn movie that I needed to watch. If I remember right. Let me just check here my lists. James Gunn. Yeah, I've seen all of his movies now. So this was my least favorite of his actually. Believe it or not. Yeah, it was a fun movie. I like it. Very very gruesome and dark though. Citizen Kane hailed as like the best movie of all time. It's good. It's good. I like it. Not the best thing ever. It's Orson Welles is great. Very visually pleasing for a movie from the 40s. But I liked it. It was good. And that's about it. I'm sorry, but that's about it. Con Air. This one was just a really really fun little action thriller. It's stupid, but I like it. It's stupid fun. Nothing more, nothing less. Uh, Once Upon a Time in the West, I have not yet. I have it somewhere though. I think it might be in another room, but I do have it somewhere. I own it, haven't seen it. But thanks for asking, Laren. And then I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in America from Leone as well. So I haven't seen his Once Upon a Time movies. Yeah. Con Air, yeah, pretty fun. 3.5 out of 5. I like it. Dog Soldiers. This one is considered like a comedy horror classic from the UK, and it's good. I like it. It's not amazing, but I like it. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's classic, but it. I'm not from the UK. I'm not from across the pond. I'm across the pond from the UK, so I guess I am. But yeah, um, Dog Soldiers is pretty cool. The practical effects pretty cool. It's just extremely like darkly toned. Like you can't really see a whole lot that's going on in it. So yeah, that's kind of irritating. But I liked it. It was good. The Ides of March. This was this a George Clooney? Yeah, George Clooney directed this one, and he's also in the movie. And Ryan Gosling is the main guy in it. It's a pretty cool movie. Pretty cool little like presidential debate movie. What is this one? Number 76. Shoot. Okay. I guess we can pause there for a second. Favorite werewolf movie, Laren. Laren. Let's see here. What do we got? We got Silver Bullet. I love Silver Bullet. Um, the Wolfman, the original. That's probably my favorite of the classic Universal Monsters movies. Either that one or Frankenstein. Uh, Shit, you got me thinking on this one, bro. No, why is that so slow? Oh god. There. I'll do 600. There. Boom. Okay. Let's hold on. I just want to see real quick how fast that is. Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. Anyway, Silver Bullet. I really like Silver Bullet. If you haven't seen Silver Bullet, check that one out. That is my underrated pick of a movie right there. Let me just look up werewolf movies here real quick. Werewolf movies. American Werewolf in London. That's probably my favorite, actually. Thinking about that one, that's like one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie. 8 for Silver, or The Cursed, as it's called now. It's on Hulu. Check that one out if you haven't. It's not really like your typical werewolf movie, but it is technically a werewolf movie, and it's pretty cool. I need to check out Wolf of Snow Hollow. Heard that one's good. Yeah, Dog Soldiers is pretty good. The Howling, I think, is kind of overrated. Silver Bullet's so good. Yeah, I love that one. Cabin in the Woods is on here. Teen Wolf is very cheesy and very dated, but I do like it. Werewolf by Night, that's not technically a movie, but yeah. Company of Wolves, I need to watch that one. Cursed, that one's okay. Underworld, I like Underworld. Underworld is underrated. Wolf, I believe I watched that one at some point, like earlier last year. I don't remember though. Why is Let the Right One on there? Let the Right One in on there. That's weird. Y'all can't see that, but yeah, Let the Right One In is a vampire movie. Is it not? Yeah, why is Let the Right One In on there? What's with that? But yeah, I'd probably say American Werewolf in London. I'll just go with the basic one right there. But yeah, anyway, continuing on, we have Insidious Chapter 3. I didn't like this one. This movie was kind of shit. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this one, unfortunately. It was just very boring and just relied on a lot of like noises, and I didn't like that. 2 out of 5. Second to least favorite Insidious movie. Ginger Snaps, I've never actually been a huge fan of, actually, Lauren. I think it's fine. It's just not for me particularly. Maybe if I was a girl, thinking about killing myself, then I'd like it, but I'm not. But I'd have to show that to somebody to maybe like that. But yeah, it's whatever. I think it's a cool story, cool concept. Just it didn't really interest me, unfortunately, man. I think I watched that one last Halloween, so Halloween 2022 or something like that, like around that Halloween. Could be wrong though. So yeah, Insidious Chapter 3, wasn't a fan. The Player from 1992. This one has Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins, is that? Yeah, Tim Robbins. Fred Ward. This one's in the Criterion Collection. I don't own it. It's on Max though, so I checked it out through there. I believe they have like the Turner Classics and everything. It's like included with that. So like they have a lot of movies that are in the Criterion Collection are on Max as well. So yeah, I ended up checking that one out on there, and I liked it a lot. Actually, it was very cool little deep dive into the dark side of Hollywood. 4 out of 5. Really, really enjoyed it. More towards like a 3.5 than a 4.5, but yeah, I liked it. American Graffiti. This was, I believe, George Lucas's first movie, so I've always been interested in seeing it because it's like what George Lucas did before Star Wars. yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, I'd say that's fair in terms of my um in terms of a movie itself. It's like about that for me. Yeah, that's what I give it. Yeah, 3.5. I mean, obviously it's what I give it, but yeah, you get what I mean. Anyway, Under the Silver Lake. This one, A24 movie, I believe. Believe this was A24. Don't quote me on that. Releases details. Nope, it's not. It's not A24. Okay. Anyway, yeah, came out 2018. Andrew Garfield, probably gives his best performance in this movie besides Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, I and maybe Spider-Man. I love him as Spider-Man. But yeah, Under the Silver Lake was a great movie. I loved it. Thelma and Louise. Yeah, okay, so 4 out of 5 for Under the Silver Lake. Thelma and Louise, very, very dark movie. I did not expect it to be as dark as it was, but yeah, very good movie. Ridley Scott, really liked it. 4 out of 5 for that one. All right, been a little while since a 5 out of 5 popped up on here. But we have Marriage Story from, oh, this was Noah Baumbach, I believe. So, yeah, this was his, Best Picture contender from 2019. I gave this one a 5 out of 5. I loved it. Bought the Criterion like as soon as I watched it. I'm not even joking. It was like the day that I watched it. I finished it and then ordered the Criterion of it. Loved it. Awesome movie. 5 out of 5. Time Bandits. This probably. I'd probably say this is probably my least favorite on the list. Either this one or Insidious 3. I believe that's the lowest I have for the whole list. It's a 2 out of 5. So, yeah. Not a fan of Time Bandits, and we're at 83, so we're almost done. Yeah, Time Bandits, very cheesy. This one is a Terry Gilliam movie. Terry Gilliam, whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, Terry Gilliam, whatever the fuck his name is. It's his movie. It's yeah, it's fine, I guess. Well, I don't know. Just weird. Just not really my thing though. Revenge of the Nerds. This one, cheesy as all get out, but I had a good time with it. 3 out of 5. It was a really fun movie. Watched it with one of my friends. Yeah, it was a good time. The Graduate. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. I actually love this one. Very funny movie. Dustin Hoffman is awesome in it, and I love the soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack's probably the best thing about this movie. I loved it. Flash Gordon, wanted to watch this one because I'm a huge fan of Ted, and Flash Gordon's a big joke in that movie. So, yeah, 3 out of 5. It was okay. I had a decent enough time with it. And then Death Sentence. This was the last James Wan movie I needed to watch before Aquaman 2. So this was like sometime in July, I believe, that I watched this. 26th. Okay. Kevin Bacon's in it. He's awesome. Probably his best performance in anything, honestly. He was awesome in it. Loved him. I actually kind of love this movie. It's great. So yeah, Death Sentence, 4 out of 5. Top 5 James Wan for me. Mid 90s. Recommended to me by my boy Fritzky. Got the Blu-ray for Christmas, actually. So, boom. I fucking love this movie. This movie is outstanding. Jonah Hill's directorial debut. It's like 80-something minutes. It's awesome. I love the movie. It goes by so fast. and it captures the vibe of the 90s so well. And yeah, I love it. A24, Jonah Hill, love it. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that I love Jonah Hill because he's like uh supposed to have done like some really stupid things last year or something like that. But yeah, I love this movie. It's great. The game, or mid '90s, 4 out of 5, or 4.5 out of 5, not 4 out of 5. The game, David Fincher. Um, it was good. I liked it. If you don't consider Alien 3 his movie, because it's not really his movie, this is probably my least favorite of his that I've seen. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Um, cool concept, cool story. Michael Douglas is good. It's just it kind of bored me a little bit. Kind of got lost with what was going on. Um, but yeah, I liked it. I guess it was good enough. Um, might just bring that one down to a 3 star. Honestly, it was just pretty good. Eraserhead. This kind of started my little David Lynch adventure through this past year. Again, thank you to my boy Fritzky for turning me on to watching David Lynch. Shit, I just glanced over Black Klansman. So this movie, okay. Anyway, yeah, Black Klansman. We'll just talk about this one real quick. So this movie recently has been getting a lot of attention because it's the movie where Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, says the N word, right? So it was blowing up on TikTok that freaking Kylo Ren says the N word in the movie. Um, whatever. Anyway, uh, Black Klansman, 5 out of 5. This movie is incredible. Should have won Best Picture. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Even though I haven't even seen Green Book, I am that guy. Eraserhead. Anyway, yeah, Eraserhead. Love this movie. David Lynch is an incredible director. Um, I'd say top 5 directors of all time for me. Um, I I loved Eraserhead. Probably not including Dune. Probably my least favorite of his movies. But technically speaking, this is still a phenomenal movie, though. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's awesome. Um, let me pull up my David Lynch ranking because I do want to mention because I did watch these after I finished my uh um my 100 movies project. I finished the project before watching them. Um, guy who made Twin Peaks ranked. um, David Lynch. Let's see here. Okay, so um, Lost Highway, um, Mulholland Drive, Elephant Man, and then Blue Velvet. I love this guy so much. I watched Eraserhead. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I watched Eraserhead during the project, and then after the project, ended up seeing Elephant Man, Mulholland Drive, and Lost Highway. So I had seen Blue Velvet, I believe in 2022. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it was during 2022 that I watched it. But I love Blue Velvet. It's awesome. And then loved Elephant Man. Soul crushing movie. Amazing though. Mulholland Drive. Actually, then I watched Lost Highway, which I also love. My favorite Lynch movie, bar none. Like amazing movie. And then Mulholland Drive is almost like it's on par with Lost Highway. David Lynch is an incredible filmmaker. I love his work. His movies are so experimental, and it's insane what he's able to pull off. Like this movie, Eraserhead, is 89 minutes, and it's crazy what he's able to pull off. 1977. This was his first film. It's crazy what he's able to pull off with that movie. Um, Amazing film, and also his little Ninja Turtle baby. I watched this the same day that I watched Mutant Mayhem, I believe, and that's what I thought the little mutant baby looked like. Was a Ninja Turtle. So yeah, Waterworld, 3 out of 5. It's a cult classic, and I can see why. It's remarkably made. I believe it had a huge budget and it was like a huge bomb, and then kind of just became a cult classic over time. I mean, it's fine, visually pleasing. It's pretty well made. Kevin Costner's good in it. It's just extremely cheesy. I mean, the film literally opens up with him drinking his own piss. So if that tells you what happens in this movie, I don't know. If this doesn't tell you like how weird this movie is, I don't know what else would. Yeah. Next Friday. This is the sequel to Friday. So, oh, I forgot to watch the third one. Oh shoot, I just realized that I was gonna watch that one before Christmas, but I mean, I guess it's a little late to watch it now if I could find it. I have no clue where I have it, but yeah, I do own it. I own the trilogy set or whatever. So yeah, next Friday was actually a lot of fun. It's really weird though because they kind of just like uh take away like one of like the key components to the first movie was like the fact that Ice Cube doesn't smoke weed, and then right at the beginning of this movie he's smoking weed. It I didn't get that. That was weird. Um, and then also the fact that they took away Chris Tucker was not amazing, but yeah, you know, I still really enjoyed this one. It had some really funny jokes in it, like the dog um, eating a pot brownie, which technically speaking should have probably killed the dog, but you know. Anyway, yeah. So they took out Chris Tucker, Smokey in the sequel, which kind of pissed me off. But uh, regardless, it's it's fine. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. Um, and then getting out of the fine territory, we have another 4.5 out of 5. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. I adore this movie. It's such an adorable little movie. One of my probably favorites out of 2022. This movie's release schedule is so weird because technically it premiered at a film festival in 2021. Released in theaters like in the U.S. like very limited theaters though in 2022 and didn't premiere until 2023 in the UK. Every movie I watched in 2023. This is my 100 movies I missed project. So like first like 100 first time watches that I saw. So this one's gonna wrap up in a little bit. I think yeah, we only have a couple left. So what are we on? 94, right? Yeah, 94. So so yeah, this is gonna wrap up in a little bit, and then I just want to talk about like certain other ones that I watched like after this project. But I do just kind of want to wrap up like talk about my 100 movies project here. Yeah, so 100 movies I missed. Just watch 100 movies you haven't seen before in 2023 is when I did this. So yeah, Marcel the Shell was an adorable movie. I loved it. Amazing little film. Dean Fleischer Camp. I love him. He's great. Um, love the shorts on YouTube. Go check them out. I need to get the Blu-ray of this one from A24 shop. Um, Grease Lightning. Uh, I enjoy this one a lot. This was like surprisingly really up my alley. The ending is very not not relevant, but very very bad message. But whatever. It was still a fun movie. 4 out of 5. The Girl Next Door. I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Very funny movie. Should I try to watch a movie every day this year? That would be pretty crazy. Okay. That would be hard to do, but I guess if you would like roll over and have to watch like 2 movies like in one day, or like roll over like even more, like watch multiple movies a day, I guess that's not too bad, because I ended up seeing like over 600 movies or something like that in 2023, including like rewatches and whatever. Because Letterboxd here, it really helps to like keep track of the movies I watched. So it's always handy to use this website. So I like it. Anyway, though, that would be crazy, man. If you want to try it, go right ahead. So yeah, Girl Next Door, very funny movie. Alicia Cuthbert is fucking gorgeous in this movie. um, yeah, 3.5 out of 5. It's a funny movie. Paul Dano, one of his first performances is in this movie. So if you want to see him before he became the Riddler, go right at it. I believe I watched this one on Hulu. It's not on there anymore though. That's sad. Because I don't know any other way to watch it. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Girl Next Door. A great little movie. Every day, like Tony from Basement of Blues. Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty difficult, because some days it's a little hard to watch like a whole movie. But yeah, I if you want to try that, go right ahead, man, because I've technically kind of done it, but you know, yeah. Running Scared. This one, Paul Walker, rest in peace. It's his little action vehicle movie from the 2000s. That's actually a really cool little movie. I think I watched this one on Tubi. It's on Max now, so check this out for sure. Really cool little thriller. 3.5 out of 5. I dug it. After Sun, this is number 98. So, After Sun, it took me a little while to like warm up to it 100%, but I adore this movie. 4.5 out of 5. Love it. Super well made, very relatable, and has the best use of Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie I've ever seen. Yeah, love it. And then The Crazies from 2010, so the remake. I did watch the George A. Romero movie, and it's not as good as this one, I will say. So I'm gonna do it. You're my witness to this resolution. All right, I'll keep this in mind, man. Yeah. Next time I do a stream, you better tell me that you've seen like however many movies it's been for the days of the year. So, yeah. All right. If you want to do that though, man, yeah, go right ahead. But yeah, The Crazies from 2010 is a very, very cool little movie for sure. And my friend put this like in the best way possible that you could like call this movie, like as a joke. It's like people walking around in the background of the movie. Because there are so many shots where there's just something going on in the background that you like have to like notice, just like in the corner of your eyes, like, well, what in the world's going on there? It's such a cool movie though. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, very very fun little zombie-esque movie, I guess you can say. It's just people going crazy that kind of act like zombies, but it's not technically a zombie movie. There's not like, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a zombie movie. Why not? It follows like the normal like outbreak story. So yeah. First Reformed, my number 100. This one was a fantastic little movie. I love this movie. Very very good little like church faith-based little movie. Uh Benedict Cumberbatch. No, not Benedict Cumberbatch. Ethan Hawke. Arguably his best performance from a literally like flawless dude. I don't think I've seen a single bad movie that this dude has done. Let me see here. Glass Onion's amazing. Before Sunrise is amazing. Northman's great. Black Phone's amazing. Leave the World Behind is pretty good. Boyhood's great. First Reform's great. The Purge, I like. Sinister's awesome. Moon Knight, pretty good. Training Day is good. Guilty is pretty good. Gattaca is such an underrated movie. Um, Predestination, amazing. Okay, Valerian, I guess. Lord of War, I haven't seen actually. Um, mm, 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 Daybreakers is awesome. He's also great in that movie. Assault on Precinct 13, I wasn't huge on, but he was good in it. Yeah, he's amazing in everything that he does. I don't care what anyone says. Ethan Hawke is arguably my favorite actor working today. I will watch anything that he's in just because it's him. Um, so yeah, First Reformed, awesome movie, and that is my number 100, 4.5 out of 5. So, hour 52. Shoot. Happy New Year, everyone. What's y'all's New Year's resolution? I know Laren just said his resolution is to go to watch a movie every single day this year, which is that's gonna be a hard task, dude. Um, but yeah, my resolution is to uh shit. What's my resolution? I actually did not come up with one. What should my resolution be? In terms of movie wise, I like to have one, but also just like my social life, you know. Um, Social life. It's gonna sound cheesy, but find a girl. You know, find a girl. If y'all are watching, yeah, what's your resolution? In terms of movies, let's come up with one. Y'all. In terms of movies, what should I do? Trying to think of one. What's a good New Year's resolution, guys? Just trying to think of one here. I'm not gonna try and watch like a movie every single day this year because that is super difficult. I'm not gonna do 100 movies project again because that was exhausting. Trying to find actual like like good movies that I need to watch for this project was difficult. But yeah, even though I finished it like 9 months into the year, which wasn't too bad. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can continue on here. Just mentioning some movies that I checked out that weren't part of that project that I watched for the first time. So, Sleepy Hollow. This movie was really cool. I I thoroughly enjoyed this one actually. Tim Burton, he's a director that I'm pretty well um, versed into. Seen a lot of his movies. I mean, Beetlejuice is a classic. Big Fish is really good. His Batman movies are both pretty good. Um, Corpse Bride's great. Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I like. Sweeney Todd, one of the few musicals that I actually love. His Frankenweenie's pretty good. Mars Attacks is pretty fun. Dark Shadows, it's all right. Um, yeah, I've seen quite a few of his movies. Uh, so yeah, Sleepy Hollow is awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Cool Hand Luke, checked out this one. This one's a classic. Really really like this one. So yeah, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Y'all already know. Uh, one that I actually just watched this past week that I loved from Alexander Payne, so the dude who did The Holdovers, which was my number 2 movie of last year. I absolutely love The Holdovers. But yeah, Sideways, this movie is incredible. What Alexander Payne is able to do as a filmmaker is absolutely fantastic, and this movie is genuinely incredible. I loved it. Um, we already talked about Elephant Man. El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. Loved Cool Hand Luke. Yeah, glad you do, Laren. It's an awesome movie. El Camino, I finished watching Breaking Bad this year, and I also checked out El Camino. I loved it. Breaking Bad is my favorite show of all time after seeing it. So yeah, yeah, El Camino, awesome movie. Even though it's not really necessary per se, I still loved it. Um, then I tried diving into, well, not tried. I dived a little bit more into Martin Scorsese's filmography that I hadn't seen. I watched Hugo, which is an awesome movie. Raging Bull, which is also really really great. And then I also checked out After Hours, which it's somewhere on here. I don't. Yeah, After Hours right here. And then I also checked out Shutter Island, which I don't know where that one's at on the list, but I do have it somewhere. Not really sure where it's at. Right here, Shutter Island. Okay. Yeah, 4 out of 5 for that one. I like it. Yeah, just finding ones that are worth mentioning. October Sky. Okay, this one was fantastic actually. Joe Johnston. Okay, so the guy who did Captain America: First Avenger, Rocketeer, Jumanji, the original one, Jurassic Park 3, Honey I Shrunk the Kids, The Wolf Man, like all of these movies, man. He's done a lot of like cult, like not cult classic, but like classic movies, like notable movies. After Hours rules, hell yeah, dude, love After Hours. But yeah, October Sky, probably my favorite of his that I've seen. Um, Jake Gyllenhaal, great performance. Laura Dern's in it. She's great. Very inspiring little story. I loved it. Talked about The Hateful Eight. Bowling for Columbine. Okay, so Bowling for Columbine is a very little is a very popular documentary. I mean, it's highly rated, 136,000 viewers here on Letterboxd, which I mean is like the most used social media website. So like, I'm sure there's probably been more people that have seen this documentary, but yeah, quite a few people have seen it here on Letterboxd. So um, Michael Moore is he's an interesting filmmaker for sure. Um, Seventh grade science teacher showed us October Sky in class. Loved it ever since. I watched it by myself. I believe I got it like for my birthday or something like that. I honestly don't remember. But I loved it. It was great. So I ended up watching that one by myself, but I still loved it. But yeah, Bowling for Columbine. That's actually a really fun story though. Bowling for Columbine is just an amazing documentary though. Truly fantastic little documentary about the Columbine pew pewing incident from what was it, like 1999 or something like that, 2000. I don't remember when that was. Pink Floyd's The Wall. This one, uh, this one is very very interesting to say the least. It's the it's very trippy. I guess you can say it's very very trippy. Um, it's just not particularly like a movie that's made for everyone, but I loved it because it's Pink Floyd and I love Pink Floyd. So yeah, this one's a 5 out of 5 for me. I loved it. It's not particularly a movie, I'd say. I don't know why I was rambling on there. I was just kind of stalling, I guess you can say. But yeah, I don't hold up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love this movie. I got the sorry about that. Got the Wall on vinyl right here. I need to buy the movie somehow though. I ended up watching this one on like Vimeo or something like that. If y'all remember that website from however long ago that was released. But yeah, got the vinyl here. Absolutely love the album. Love Pink Floyd in general. They're one of my favorite bands. So yeah, they're awesome. Um, yeah, love The Wall. Gimme Shelter, another amazing documentary. Watched pretty good documentaries this year, I will say. School of Rock, already kind of mentioned this one, but Richard Linklater, great movie. Uh, Taylor Princess Kaguya. This one was a film from Studio Ghibli. This is a depressing movie. It, if I remember right, my friend said that this is like the first movie that he's actually like sat and thought about for like weeks on end, and I man, um, it's a fantastic movie though. I somewhat understood what was going on like the whole first time I saw it. I've only seen it one time though because I don't want to submit myself to more depression from this damn movie. But you know, whatever. The Deer Hunter. Laren, I believe uh, we were talking about like war movies or something like that. One stream or something like that, and I think you mentioned this one or something like that. For like favorite war movie, something like that. I finally checked this one out because it was on Netflix and it was leaving Netflix yesterday actually. So this was like the last first time watch that I saw for 2023. 3 hours long, and man, what a bleak movie. Um, Crazy stuff. Vietnam War. It's a depressing movie to say the least, but I loved it. Um, mm, mm, the Butterfly Effect. This one is actually a kind of a haunting movie. This one I checked out the director's cut, which has a different ending from the original. Uh, kind of a spoiler alert if y'all haven't seen it, but so basically it's a time travel movie. Ashton Kutcher's in it. Plug your ears if you haven't seen it, but yeah, basically the ending of the director's cut. He goes back in time, kind of like to when he was before he was born, and killed himself in the womb, which is crazy and actually like disturbing as hell. But I loved it. This movie is incredible. And Ashton Kutcher, probably his best performance in that one. Uh, Phone Booth. I love Phone Booth. Great little movie. Very cool thriller. 80 minutes. It flies by super fast. Joyride. The 2001 Joyride, not the 2023 one, but yeah. Um, this is kind of a remake of Steven Spielberg's Duel. Very cool movie. Uh, Check that one out if y'all haven't. And then Straight Outta Compton, I really like this one. You got Ice Cube's kid playing Ice Cube, Corey Hawkins, great cast. Paul Giamatti's in it as well. Great movie, man. Loved it. The Faculty. I love The Faculty, man. This was a great little horror movie. It's basically just Invasion of the Body Snatchers taking place in a high school setting, and I loved it. It was awesome. The original Godzilla I checked out from 1954. Awesome movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I checked this one out right after watching Godzilla minus one. Yeah, it was great. Thief I also checked out from Michael Mann. It was one of the last movies. Uh, yeah, one of the last movies I watched this year. Or this past year. So yeah. Watched Deer Hunter on my recommendation. It's so damn depressing. It's so damn good. Yeah, man, it really is. And thanks for checking it out. Yeah, no problem, man. Like seriously, it was a fantastic movie. Um, yeah, thanks for getting me to watch it, I guess. Yeah. Us, Jordan Peele's movie. I believe this was the last Jordan Peele movie that I needed to watch. I hadn't seen it up until like October or something like that. Oh God. Okay, it just got announced. Apparently, there's a Mickey Mouse horror movie coming out for some reason. Mickey's Mousetrap. Let me pull this up. Mickey Mouse horror movie. Oh boy. Copyright expiration. Oh yeah, because this year is when the copyright went away for it. Yeah, it just entered the public domain today. So I swear to God, if they just made this freaking movie today, what in the hell? Mickey's Mousetrap. Let's see when the release date is. What is that? What is that? what is that? Live reaction. Oh my god. What is that, dude? What even? Whew. Oh my god. Oh man. Anyways, yeah. Should have called it Fantasia 666. Oh man, that's a good one. Oh man, yeah, that looks hilarious. So yeah, Us was the last Jordan Peele movie that I needed to watch. It was cool. I liked it. What the hell is with the menu and the gold scissors and then right next to Us? I don't know what's up with that. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, so one of the last movies that I ended up watching last year as well, The Road to El Dorado. This one had been recommended to me for a while. One of the few DreamWorks movies I hadn't seen, and I finally checked it out. It's a good movie. I really liked it. And then Two Guns, very underrated little action thriller. Really enjoyed that one. Unforgiven, western that had been recommended to me for the longest time. Really enjoyed that one. House of Wax, also really enjoyed this one. And a movie. I guess this is the last one. I guess we can talk about for tonight. Um, Copland. This movie freaking rules. I love this movie. James Mangold, top notch director. Um, Oh, what should I kick off the year with? What are you in the mood for, man? You in for like a comedy? You want like an action movie? What are you thinking? Let me see. Hold on. Is The Raid still on Netflix? Because if you're in the mood for an action movie, this is a good one. Action, comedy, horror movie. What are you in the mood for? But yeah, House of Wax also, that's a really good one. But yeah, Copland, really enjoyed this one. Very cool movie. But that I think will probably do it for tonight. Um, Yeah. mm, mm, mm. Yeah, Laren, if you're wanting a good movie to kick off the year with, I would say, in terms of a comedy, I would say what would be a good comedy? Um, This Is the End is a good comedy. I like that one a lot. Also, where was it? Daybreakers. If you ain't seen this one, check it out. It's a good one. I believe that one's on Max. Love Daybreakers. Badass movie. And then in terms of an action movie, I'd say check out The Raid. That one's on Netflix. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining everybody who did, and thanks to Laren for sticking around like the whole time. Um, Great, man. So yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in, and happy 2024, happy New Year. Probably gonna go chill in the new movie room. I actually need to post my little room tour video that I did. I believe I did that like Saturday or something like that, so I need to post that here on YouTube. I can find it. All right. Yeah, I just found it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, thank you, Laren, for hopping in here as always, man. Yeah, thank you to everybody who stopped in and said hi. Everybody who, I'll let you know, what I end up watching. Have a great night and year. Thank you too. Yeah, thank you, man, and you too, as always, man. Yeah, thanks for everybody who hopped in. I'll let you know. Yeah, all right. Thanks, bro. But yeah, thank you for everybody who hopped in here, asked a question, just said hi, stuck around like Laren did. But yeah, later, guys, and happy New Year. Peace out. Oh, nope.